Welcome back to Charlie's Kitchen. I am Chef Charlie. I hope everyone is having an amazing Sunday thus far. It is 6:16 in the morning where I am, Pacific Standard Time. And if you haven't been here on Charlie's Kitchen before, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's so nice to have you here. So, I wanted to let all of you know that it's several places on Charlie's Kitchen that you can check out if you haven't before. So, I do shorts, I do live videos, I also upload videos, and then I put items in the community tab. So those are like 4 or 5 different places on Charlie's Kitchen that you could be checking out on a regular so that you can see exactly what I'm doing, okay? So now I'm just going ahead and adding the oil to my pan. And I'll take you with me. So you can see I've already added the oil. So I'm going to let that get hot. And over here I have my chicken, drumettes to be exact, that I have cleaned and everything. And now I'm going to mix up what I've put on the chicken. And just so you know, the only thing I put on the chicken was paprika. I also used the Badia Complete seasoning. And once I'll give my hands a wash, I'll show you those, okay? So I used the Badia Complete seasoning. I used garlic powder and also onion powder. That's all I put on my chicken, okay? Now, to the side, and if you saw my short that I did with the fried chicken, you saw me actually like frying up the chicken and taking it out. But today I'm actually going to fry the chicken, but I'm actually going to put a mild buffalo sauce on top because I wanted some buffalo style chicken, right? And so now that's all minced up. I have to give my hands a wash. And then I'll show you the seasonings that I put on the chicken and also the seasonings that I put on the batter, the dry batter, okay? So for the chicken here, I use onion powder. I use garlic powder. I use paprika. And I use my Badia Complete seasoning. Okay? That's all I put on the chicken itself. Now, in the batter, the dry batter, obviously I have flour, right? I use seasoned salt. I use seasoned salt with no MSG. I use paprika again. I use garlic salt, garlic powder, onion powder, and parsley flakes. Okay? So you have everything that I used in my batter. Okay? So here goes the batter right here. Take the chicken, just dip it in there. Make sure you're coating it with the dry batter. And my oil should be ready now. Okay? So I just take it, and you see the chicken is all the way coated with that dry batter. And now, let me adjust the camera. The chicken is getting fried up. Now, if you see my short, you saw I had a big pot that I fried it in, so it could get like deep fried in a way. And I love to cook with those pots because my best friend that passed, she actually got me those. And so I use them often. And they cook so well. But today I'm using my frying pan, and I'm going to turn my fire down just a bit. And I have to give my hands a wash again. But we want the chicken to get, you know, as crunchy as possible. So however dark it gets, it's fine, because we're going to coat it with the Mild Buffalo sauce. And just so you can see the one that I'm using, it's by Sweet Baby Ray's Mild Buffalo sauce. I really like it. And you know, the chicken gets browner whenever you use paprika. That's the whole purpose of paprika, is to get the chicken as dark as possible, to be honest. It's like a browning agent. So I'm going to continue frying up this chicken, and I'll come back in just a bit, okay? So you can see the progression of my fried chicken. I say it has probably another 10 minutes, and then I can take it out and do the next batch. So I wanted to let you guys see how it's looking so far. You can see the golden brownness, and it's looking quite beautiful. And the whole purpose now is just to get it as crunchy as possible. When you have buffalo wings, you want them crispy but yet juicy. And that's the thing that I can't get at a lot of places that I get buffalo wings. That's why I tend to do them at home, is because they don't have the overall consistency. Either they're dry, they're hard, what is the other thing? They're obviously not juicy, and they just taste like they're dried up. And then the buffalo sauce, I guess, is the only best factor, because it has that blend of, it has like a vinegary taste, and also in the sauce that I like. So that's probably the only good factor. But otherwise, I'm not pleased with a lot of buffalo wings. So I want to get mine as crispy as possible. I'm going to pour the sauce on it, and then I'm going to put them in the oven for probably about another 15 minutes with the sauce at 350, okay? So this is the sauce that I use, by Sweet Baby Ray's Mild Buffalo sauce. And this is what I'm using for my drumettes today. Okay, so I'll be back in a bit once I take the chicken out. I wanted to do buffalo wings today or buffalo drumettes, however you want to say them, and homemade fries. And that's what I want to do today. So I'm going to start, after I finish this process, I'm going to start I'm sorry, I got distracted, but I'm going to start chopping up my potatoes for my homemade fries, okay? So I'll see you guys in just a bit. Okay, so my chicken is fried all the way up so you can see it. And so now I'm going to place it in my glass pan. That I have over here. And I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm just pouring my Sweet Baby Ray's mild buffalo wing sauce on top of my chicken. Now I love buffalo wings, but I don't like them hot anymore. Actually, I can't eat them hot. I have my gallbladder removed, and so hot stuff doesn't work for me anymore. I used to like it, but they say sometimes when you eat jalapenos and all of those things, which I did often, then your body tends not to have a tolerance for them. And so, hence, my gallbladder was removed. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. I'm going to put it in the oven for about 10-15 minutes at 350. Look at that. Doesn't it look good? Yay me. So remember I told you guys I'm also going to make fries. So I've already washed out my frying pan. I'm going to put some oil in that. And then I'm going to start chopping up the potatoes. Now, if you're a little short for time or you just don't feel like making homemade fries, these are 3 that I get often that I really like that are frozen, and you can just put them in your air fryer, okay? So this is let me adjust the camera so you guys could see it. So these sweet potato fries by Alexia, love those. So you could definitely get those, right? These by Red Robin, these are steak fries. And if you ever been to Red Robin, their fries are amazing. Also, their onion rings are amazing as well. So that's another pack that I get. And these rally fries, I think they call them checkers now. And they kept the rallies too. But I love these as well. So those are definitely some frozen ones that you could do. But as I told you today, I'm going to actually be doing homemade fries. And I'm going to chop them up and everything, because that's just what I like. But sometimes I do realize that we all don't have the time to do that. So you can always have like a substitute or a backup for those days. Okay. So I'll be right back, and I'm going to get these drumettes in the oven. Okay. Okay, so I have all my potatoes peeled and rinsed off. So now it's just the chopping process. So you could do this however thick you want your fries to be. But I go ahead and slice mine first into sections, and then I go ahead and chop them up, okay? So you might prefer doing your fries this way. And be safe with your knife, as you don't want to get your finger chopped. And then what I do is I start to make my fries. So look at that. And while I'm thinking about it, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my fire. So when these are done, my fries that are chopped up, then I'm going to go ahead and start frying them up. Now let me adjust my camera a bit so you guys can see the oil that I use. It's by Iberia. I get it from Amazon, if you haven't heard me say that before. And it's a blend between sunflower oil and extra virgin olive oil. I tend to really like it. So that's what I cook my chicken in, and that's what I'm going to be cooking my fries in. Okay, so if you want to get it, it's sometimes it goes up on Amazon, but for the most part you could get it for about $9.99. And it's a 68-ounce container. I was trying to think of what I wanted to say, you guys, so please forgive me. If you haven't yet, please like and subscribe to the channel. It really does help the channel to grow. And those of you that have already subscribed for this week, those of you that are subscribed and been subscribed since I started over a year ago, I appreciate you. I'm glad to have you here still. And those of you that have just, because I think we had some subscribers this week. I don't know the exact number, but I think it was like 3 or 4. So those of you that are newbies, welcome to the channel. I am Chef Charlie, and it's so nice to have you here, and I hope you will continue being here and, you know, like the videos that you see. Also share those videos so we can get more people over here. I hope you would tell your friends and your family as well, so that they could come over here to Charlie's Kitchen. So you see the fries, I have some that they're kind of like steak fries, I guess. A little bit bigger, some a little smaller. It's just up to you what you want to do, and it makes it so fun when you do it this way. And what I'll do is sprinkle it with parsley. One other thing I wanted to say is that when you saw the chicken earlier that I have fried up, you saw me also put it in put paper towel underneath. That is something that I use to drain the oil, because I don't want my chicken to be greasy, and that's something that you could do as well. And I always use a strainer as well to help in that process. So just a FYI on that. I'm going to take you guys over here to my stove so that you can see the finished buffalo wings. Look at that. So they are done and ready to be chowed on, and they're going to be delicious. I've already put some oil. I'm going to have to add some more oil for the fries, and then I'm going to start the, turn on the stove rather. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish up chopping up these potatoes to make my fries, and I'll come back shortly. So now all of our potatoes are diced up, and we have our fries here. And as I told you before, I was going to sprinkle them with parsley. It actually looks, pretty when you take your fries out. So I tend to do that when I make fries. So I have my oil over here that is already hot. So I'm just placing my fries in the pan so they could start cooking. So I'm probably gonna do about 3 different batches of fries. So that's gonna be my first batch that's in there, and then I'll do probably a second batch and then a third batch to get my fries all done. Just so you know, I used 8 potatoes, and so if you want to make this in your kitchen and you see the amount that you can make from 8 potatoes, and I would say they were medium sized, not too big and not too small. So that's something that you can do in your kitchen as well. So when I take them out, it's a mixture that I use that's half seasoned salt and half sugar that I sprinkle on top, and it's amazing. My daughter actually started doing that, my daughter Layla, and now that's what I do every time I make fries. It just tastes so good. And so that's what I'm gonna do. While this is cooking, I'm gonna go ahead and get my mixture together. So once all the fries are done, I'll go ahead and sprinkle my mixture on top. So that's something that you can use also in your kitchen. Anything that I'm doing in my kitchen, Charlie's kitchen, you can do in your kitchen, okay? I have faith in you that even if you're a first timer in the cooking realm, you definitely can do it, okay? And that's what I want to show you step by step so that it can be easier on you in cooking in your kitchen, because I've been cooking for so long, and sometimes it's difficult for me, if I can be honest, to actually like tell you guys how much different things as far as like seasoning or whatever. I'm not going to tell you guys like a teaspoon and all of that, because I find that very difficult for me, because I've been cooking so long. I just know how much of whatever it is to put in my food, right? But I will tell you guys the seasonings that I'm using, and then you can use your own discretion as far as how much you want to put in your food, okay? Because that is difficult for me. I don't use measuring when it comes to cooking. Now, if I'm baking something, which baking is not my forte, but if I am baking something, then I use measuring cups and whatever, because I know it needs to be precise. But when I'm cooking, I just been cooking so long, like I know how much needs to go in everything. I don't measure at all. So I hope that is helpful for you when you're doing whatever you're doing in your kitchen, whatever you're cooking. You can use my blueprint, right, as it were, and my recipe, but then make it your own in your own kitchen, okay? So I'll be back in a bit once these fries are done, so you can see the finished fries, okay? So this is my last batch of fries that I have in the frying pan right now. And these are the fries that are already done, so you guys could see. Look at that. And if you look closely, you can see the parsley on it that I sprinkled on top. And it looks so pretty with that parsley on the fries. And I've already started making my mixture that I told you guys about. This is how it looks when you mix the seasoned salt with the sugar. And that's what I'm going to sprinkle on my fries, okay? And if you want to see the seasoned salt that I use, this is it from First Street. You can get it at Smart and Final. This is the no MSG. It costs a little bit more for the no MSG, but it's good for you, okay? So there you have it. I'm going to continue to let my fries get brown, and I'll come back in a bit. Okay, all of the fries are done. Look at that. And again, you see the parsley all on it. Doesn't it look pretty? That's the main thing with the parsley. You don't have to put the parsley on it, but I like it. Okay, so now I'm gonna add some black pepper. Now, if you don't like black pepper on your fries, you don't have to put it. And this is the mixture once again with the sugar and the seasoned salt. Okay, so you do half and half. So that's what I'm gonna put on my fries right now. And you just want to toss your fries in this mixture, and it's gonna be oh so good. Seems like my voice is trying to go out, so please forgive me for that. But there you have it. So we mixed it all up, and that is it. Our dinner is pretty much done. Now I'm thinking about making some homemade biscuits, but we'll see how the day goes. Because honestly, a lot of times when you guys see me on at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, even 6 o'clock in the morning, even though I love to cook, let me taste the fry. Oh my goodness. So good. Even though I love to cook, obviously, or I wouldn't have made this channel, right? At times when I'm cooking, is to get my mind off of the pain that I'm feeling. So, even though I haven't told you guys yet, I am going to be having surgery. I have a prolapse situation. And so, I'm just waiting for them to schedule me for surgery. But a lot of times, me just cooking, it really helps. And doing what I do on the channel, showing you guys different things and what I post with my shorts, what I post on the community tab, what I post as far as videos, you name it. It's because, you know, a lot of times it gets my mind off of the pain, and it puts me in a warm and tender, cozy place that I love to be in. And obviously I love talking to you guys too, and I appreciate so much y'all participation, your support on the channel, and I hope you guys will continue to support, because I'm going to have to be off 4 to 6 weeks, and I'll let you know when the date comes closer as to when that's going to be. But I definitely want you guys to still support the channel. Look at some of my older videos, like those. If you haven't subscribed, excuse me, my throat, it seems like it's trying to go out. But if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, please like, please share. All of those things help the channel to grow. And while I'm down, I definitely need your support with that to keep everything vibrating and going at the pace that it is now. So please help me with that. It doesn't cost you anything to like. It doesn't cost you anything to subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything to share. And you can see the time that I put in to this channel on a continuous basis, bringing you guys different recipes and all of that. And so that's a way for you to show your appreciation to the channel, to me, and all of those great things. So I hope you guys have an amazing Sunday, and you'll be seeing me soon.